For all of us, our background has a huge influence
Yeah.
in terms of who we are, who we become. And I'm really curious in terms of, first of all, how would you describe your background? And then let's ask a question about how that background has influenced your vision, your success, and what you really want for yourself for the future.
Yeah, I guess my background could be explained as eclectic, both professionally and ethnically. So my mom's side of the family, so my paternal grandparents, my grandmother was Japanese, my grandfather was mainland Chinese. They met during the waning days of World War II. And then both got disowned and just ran away together, and then had to run away again to Taiwan in 1948 or 49. And so they were kind of rebels in their kind of own rights, maybe ahead of their time. My dad's side of the family, multi-generation in Taiwan. So my parents met in Taiwan, and then they wanted to build a better life for me and my sister, and immigrated here to the U.S. When I was about 1 year old. So that's my background. And during that time, we lived in Ohio, then Baltimore, and then finally settled in the cradle of civilization that is Central New Jersey. And so that's basically my background. But wasn't always easy. My mom, when my dad didn't understand the language too much when we first came, so was unemployed for many years. Made do, was always out there trying to ended up becoming an entrepreneur himself, starting his own company. My mom was trying to make do, was a fast food restaurant cashier in Baltimore, and making minimum wage and supporting all of us with that minimum wage. So it's been a pretty rough ride for our family, but then luckily now we've all stayed together, and things look like they're doing all right. They're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Professionally, I was an attorney in a previous life. I can't, every time I say that, I can't believe I'm saying that, because I don't think I was a very good attorney, and I was a realist, and I realized that very early on, that I wasn't cut out for that 15-year partnership track. And then so we left and did the natural thing, and that was to make video games. And so our first company together as a co-founding group, we made social games for then a novel device called the iPhone. And so that's my professional background.
And so how would you say your background has actually influenced your vision for who you want to be, and also, your accomplishments and your successes to date?
I would say all people are just who we are today is just a manifestation of our background, and whether that's a background spanning kind of multi-generation or background going back to how you grew up and where you grew up, to even the background of what happened in your life yesterday. And so I think we're just a manifestation of that. And so that background for me, going all the way back to my grandparents, then my parents, and then making a better life for us here, and having struggles early on when we were kind of early immigrants to this country. It's absolutely formative in who I am today, and I still recall all those tough times and the sacrifices that the folks before me made in order for me to have this opportunity to sit here and do this interview. And so a lot of people had to eat a lot of BS in order for me to be here, and I appreciate that. And for me, I'll never forget that.